Hey guys, it's Jeremy Blanton with RE/MAX Southern Shores, and today I'm here in my house. Now, a lot of you know me as a realtor here in Myrtle Beach and that I love to help my buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. But one of the other things that I really enjoy doing and have kind of become well known for in the area is my barbecue. Today though, we're going to be doing something even better than my barbecue butts. We're creating some of my famous pork ribs. It's my daughter's 5th birthday today, and one of the things she asked me, she said, "Daddy, can you make me some ribs for my birthday?" Of course, that and she wants some edamame, so what a combination we're having. But I'm going to take you inside today as I cook these ribs and show you it from beginning to end, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you have questions about it as I'm going along, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. Make sure also give this video a thumbs up as we're going through it, and I'm here to answer any questions you might have, so let's get going. Okay, so the first step when I'm making my ribs is I like to take off what's called the silver skin. On the bottom of the rib, down along here, you're going to see it's a film that's here. You can eat it on, it doesn't really make that big of a difference. It just makes it a little bit tougher. So I like to remove that first. And so what I'm going to do is just simply take a butter knife, and I just simply start to work it underneath the silver skin here till I get a corner loose, like this. You see how it's kind of coming loose here? Then, pro tip, use a paper towel. If you try to grab it with your fingers, you're not going to get it. It's real slippery. But if you grab it with a paper towel, grab that corner, and you should be able to simply grab it good and pull it off just like that. Okay, so once you get that silver skin off, first thing super important, wash your hands. I just finished doing that. And now we're going to get into our seasonings and spices. So what I use a lot of times, which is probably my daughter's favorite, is I'm going to use a mixture of some coarse ground sea salt, some garlic powder, black pepper, paprika, and then since we're in the Carolinas, I like them a little sweet, so we then always put a little bit of brown sugar on. So you start with your salt and just give it a liberal dose of salt, because this is what really helps to bring out the flavor in those ribs as you're cooking them. So give it some salt, then the garlic powder, coarse ground black pepper, and of course the paprika. And people say, you know, there's a big difference in the flavors of your paprikas. Honestly, I don't know that I've ever tasted a difference. So then once we have all of those on, we're going to then just take our brown sugar, get a good handful of it, and I'm just going to rub this into the meat, because this is going to help to glaze that meat as it cooks. So this one's now ready. We'll load it on a rack and take them to the smoker here in just a minute. Alright, so now that we have these all rubbed up and spiced up, we're going to bring them out here to our smoker. And today we're smoking in the Masterbuilt XL Thermotemp. I have the temperature set to about 225 to 250 degrees. And I like to use a 3-2-1 method when I'm cooking my ribs. That's 3 hours uncovered, everything full smoke in, then 2 hours wrapped in a nice tight foil, and then the last hour after that is going to be sauced, uncovered in here, and I'll tell you, by the time they're done, they're going to be amazing. So we're going to get these in here. We're going to throw some apple and cherry wood chips into the smoker and get the smoke rolling. So we're about halfway through that first 3-hour period. We've added wood chips 2 or 3 times into the smoker. Temperature's holding great, right around 250. What I'm going to do next now is I'm going to flip them over, because what I have found is that if I leave them with laying on the bottom of them, that it starts to dry out and gets an off flavor at times. So I'm going to flip it over to the meat to help cook that a little bit faster and also help keep that flavor and moisture and juiciness inside the meat. Alright, so we're now about 3 hours into the cooking process, and you'll see they look delicious. They're about halfway there, but I want to speed things up. So I'm going to take them now, wrap them in aluminum foil tight, and put them back in the smoker, and just use it to cook them almost like an oven for the next probably 2 hours. And it's going to speed up that process that if we didn't, the ribs would get dried out and take a lot longer to do. So by doing this, we're going to speed that time up, Then at the end of it, we'll take them out, unwrap them, put them back in, throw some sauce on them, and about an hour later, we're gonna have the best ribs in the world. All right, so we're basically all done now. We've sauced them, cooked them for about another hour, and you can see we are about to go and consume some amazing, delicious ribs. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If so, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you have questions, leave a comment below.